you love to play. Oh, you love to play. Don't your comments won't relay. Sign this on my page for you. Oh my God, he changed. Young life, I can't see back karma. I just need some brains so I could keep myself in order.
He got problems, she got problems, only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time. Let me put this gum out, because that's rude. That's rude. Okay. So, since we kind of in Tyler the Villain, yeah, because this wouldn't be a story time. This is more like Tyler the Villain type situation. Even though Tyler's not really the villain, his villainness created the situation, and this is the results in this story. But it kind of correlates with the other stories that I just told you. So let's just kind of keep it close, because I mixed up all the other stories. So let's just kind of keep this one close. So Tyler has moved out. Tyler's gone, right? It clicks. I'm in my bachelorette era. I'm living my best life. I'm able to walk around naked. I ain't even invite nobody over. They didn't say nothing. I'm over there chilling, minding my I'm over there chilling, minding my business. Minding my business. Putting plans into play, trying to pay my rent, trying to get my money up, trying to get this money. Right? So, lo and behold, like, I'm real cool with, what we gonna call her? Because y'all seen her. Y'all seen her. So, I'm real cool with Brittany. So, Brittany will ask, because she's been on a couple of my vlogs. What's up, Brittany? What's up? She's been on a couple of my vlogs. So, dang, I need to call her. Anyway, I'm cool with Brittany, but Brittany, you know, like, we talk, we text, we chat up, and her girlfriend too, Kat. What's up, Kat? Yeah, so Brittany had this particular day, like, was I still driving cars? Was I still renting cars at this time? I think I was still renting cars. Yes, I was still renting cars. And yes, I was still renting cars. So I had got to the point where you like renting the cars was cool. Like my budget was set out. Like I knew how much it was gonna be a month to rent cars. I knew like how much my rent was. And when it came down to groceries, it's just me. So I don't really have to spend $250 on grocery. It's just me. Ty can eat. Ty been eating big time big boy meals since he was 7. So I ain't have to worry about none of that. It's just me. Focus on me, right? So lo and behold, this particular day, Brittany had asked like, "Hey Angel, how's Ty doing?" And I was like, I guess he okay. Cause at this point, you know, you big baller, you big shot caller. You doing your big one. You on your own. You on your big boy ish. So I'm gonna let you do you while I do me. Right? Cause just let me go was your word. So let me follow suit. Let me give you what you requested. So lo and behold, like at that specific time, I promise y'all, we sitting there talking, laughing, because regardless if I was renting or not, like I used to go and sit up at Brittany's job, and we used to sit there and talk, me, her, and Kat. Sometimes just me and her, sometimes just me and Kat, sometimes me, her, and Kat. Sit there, talk, have a good time. Even when they had hired somebody else, like she was cool until she wasn't. Nothing to do with me though. So yeah, like we would just sit up there and have a good conversation and literally just talk, vent, talk about everything, talk about life, just have a good time, just good interaction, right? So She had literally asked about Ty, and then literally, lo and behold, because it was just me and Brittany, a text come through, and it's Ty. You was right. Who was right? Me? Little on me? I was right? So you showing me the message when Envy was like, I don't care where you go, but you gotta get up out of here. And you gotta be gone within a week. It might not even been a week. It might have been a couple of days. It was a week. It was a week. I think it was a week. And so I was like, oh wow. Yo, why you telling me? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Remember you told me to let you go. Why are you telling me? So literally, I can't even remember my response. You can see the response. I probably said something like, oh wow, or something like that. Or I think I responded. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I responded or not. I think I did. I'm putting in the text messages, but yeah. So anyway, like you was showing, you like telling me like, hey, I have nowhere to go. I don't know what to do. Cause even before then, you had been gone. Ty had been gone for a good like, and I'm gonna give him props because he left and he was gone for a good 6 months total. Real talk, he was gone for a good 6 months total. I think around the fourth month, I knew. Well, shit, I knew. Sorry, hell, I knew Ty was struggling when you first moved in and you didn't cover my rent. I knew when you walked in the door with those people, they head turned around a whole 360 and green shit was flying out of their mouth because all they wanted was your money. And it was like, I got you now. And they were able to put their claws and their fangs and their talons all into you. I knew. I knew. I heard you tell those people you was going to pay my rent and they didn't give up. All they wanted was your money. That's literally what abusers, scammers, manipulators, that's what they do. Remove you, separate you from everybody who loves you, who's trying to tell you like, hey, this person ain't good for you. Hey, you need to get away from them. Hey, they just want your money, or you calling out their part and they plan. Their whole goal is to separate you. Cause if the only voice you're hearing is them, you believe it's true. That's even when your people will tell you like, girl, you're blinded by love, or boy, you're blinded by love. And it was like, you know how like your friends be telling you like you blinded by love, like that person is not good for you. Like you can tell like your whole demeanor has changed, the look in your face has changed, you look drained, your energy, you're not happy, you're just tolerating a situation. You're blinded by love. You know, but yeah, anyway. So he was blinded by scenarios that Ty would play in his head, because at the time the little boy, like, he got a mom, a father, a grandma, sisters, like you have this whole family in house, and that literally was Ty's dream. Like Ty felt like if I just have like my mom and my dad got back together and they're in the house and I have this family, my life will be better. Not realizing like life is literally what you make it. It's literally what you make it. People be like, oh, if I just have all the money in the world, I would be fine. Not realizing people had all the money in the world, all these millionaires, all the money in the world during COVID. And when we had to stay in the house, all those millionaires were unaliving themselves. So clearly money doesn't make you happy. Because they had all the money in the world, but couldn't show it off. You couldn't go nowhere. You had to stay in the house. and your mentality couldn't help it. Your bank account on full, and you still wasn't completely happy. So I'm going like, why are you telling me? But anyway, like I said, he had been there for 6 months. So I give him props. So around the 4th month, I could tell like time you stepped in the door. But around the 4th month, I can tell like the shit is starting to hit the fan because you not paying your cell phone bill. Hey, little buddy, what's up with your cell phone bill? What's up? Like, run me my coins. I shouldn't be paying your cell phone bill. Matter of fact, you told me you was going to get your own line. So all I need to do is call Sprint and say, because at the time we still had Sprint. All I got to do is call Sprint and say, hey, he wants his own account. It's yours. You got it. Like, it's literally that simple. You told me you was getting your own account. Never happened. So I'm paying the bill. I'm paying the bill, of course, because my name is on it. And then if I don't pay the bill, I couldn't just leave yours. Like, I could suspend your account, but that would count against me as well. So it was like, I'm in some BS because you not paying your portion of the bill. So I kept paying the bill, and it's like, oh, okay, you gonna owe me this money. That's the way I see it. So anyway, that, and then out of the blue, he had texted me and he was like, hey, Ma, do you have $5? I'm really hungry. And at first I wasn't going to send the money because I was like, you ain't give a good guy. Rather, I had a roof over my head and you want $5 to feed yourself? And I sat there and pondered it for a good little minute. I did. I promise you I did. Because at this point, like, I was so fed up because so many people had borrowed money from me. And when I needed them, they were ghosts. Some of those people didn't even pay me back. So I sat there and I contemplated it. I really did. But I'm one of those people where, you know how people, it seems like other people get away with so much BS before karma kind of kick in. I'm one of those people, like, I do something, karma be like, girl, who you playing with? Who you playing with? Yeah. So I sent him $6. Cash apped it, didn't say nothing, like, didn't respond to the text. I just sent the $6 and let it be. Didn't say nothing else. So I knew you was going through some stuff. So when the text message came up, I like literally was like, And so literally, like, Brittany, I was like, oh, he just got kicked out. He just got kicked out. And so Brittany was like, what? She was like, man, go get him. Go get him. Like, when I tell you my friends be riding for Ty so hard, and I be like, you better thank my friends. Because it's a lot of times where I was like, ain't gonna happen, not gonna do it. No, you really better thank your auntie Red. You better thank your auntie Sherelle, because I literally wasn't coming to pick your ass up. If it weren't for her, you wasn't gonna get picked up. Hell. It's not funny. Anyway, so Brittany was like, yo, go get him. And I was like, girl, who? Because all I'm thinking about in my mind, I'm giving up my bachelorette pad. The fuck? Who? Nope. Figure this out on your own. You told me to let you go. Hands off. Hands off. And I know y'all probably looking at it like, dang, you want to go get your son? That was the same son who left me with no rent. It's when them people told you that you had to pay rent at their house, your crazy behind could have walked out of that door. You could have called me and be like, hey, Ma, can you come get me? Or, hey, Ma, can you send me an Uber? Nah. You should have said, I'm not shitting on my mama. You knew. You knew. You live with me. You knew without a shadow of a doubt that I did absolutely nothing to you. I wasn't stealing no money from you. So how they were able to convince you that I was stealing from you is mad crazy. It's beyond me. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. So I chilled. Like, I literally chilled out. Mind my business. So you text again, like, hey, Mom, like, I think, like, the next day. I think you text, like, the next day. It was like, hey, Mom, like, you was telling me, like, all the stuff that, you know, that they were saying or whatever, and you was trying to figure out, like, what to do. And I was like, oh, you're coming here? Like, you're trying to, you was asking, like, basically, yeah, you was basically saying, like, when can you come pick me up or something like that. And I was like, oh, you coming here? And he was like, Mom, like, yeah, like, I'm going to be homeless. Six months ago, I was going to be homeless too, my guy. So I was like, you are totally different. I said, it's been 6 months. You are a totally different person. I'm a totally different person. So let me think about this. There needs to be a conversation. There needs to be a conversation. So again, my friend Red was the one, she was like, girl, go get that boy. Go get that boy. Go get that boy from them people. She was like, girl, she was like, you got to do right. Because if you don't, you know, good and hell well, God don't, that stuff going to come back on you. So she was like, if you do right, you know, God going to bless you. She was right. I still didn't want to do it. I still thought about it. And I ain't going to front. Because literally, we had overtime. So I'm sitting there and you texting me. He was like, hey, when you showing up? Baby, I ain't even responding to you. I'm sitting at work. Excuse me. You're cutting into my overtime. Me leaving is cutting into my overtime to come pick you up. Y'all, I didn't even change up the unit because I was still in the extended stay. I didn't even change up the unit. Like, I literally was like, oh, he gonna figure it out. Like, they gonna forgive him. Like, they just beefing right now. He gonna be all right. Like, he gonna text me any day now to be like, oh, nah, that's okay. Like, we good now. Because I thought it was like a little beef, like a little squabble. Like, y'all gonna be all right. Because it was like a rotating cycle. Every time you turned around with their little group, because it was 4 of them. Well, 5. It was 5 of them in their group. And every week, Envy was beefing with one of the 4 members. One week it was Ty. The next week it was Humble. The next week it was the little girl. The next week it was the other boy. The next week it was Ty. The next week it was Humble. The next week it was the little girl. The next week it was the little boy. Like, it was a rotating shift. Literally. Because it was one point I had told Ty, I was like, y'all like a bunch of bitches. Every time I turn around, y'all beefing. Y'all falling out by something. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why Ty trusted this dude, because this was the same dude when you had your SoundCloud. Like, Ty had put out the song that plays in the beginning of my intro is Ty's music, right? Ty put that song out while he was still in high school. People was walking to Ty's song, that specific song, on their snaps. The music, the spins on Ty's SoundCloud is not the correct spins, because Envy was the same person who went in and deleted all of Ty's music. Because that week he was really popping at school because of that song. So I leave work and I was like, fine. You know, like, I was like, all right. So I leave work reluctantly. And it was around 6:30. So I'm on my way and I'm coming to pick you up. Now, remember when I dropped you off, like, they couldn't come get you. That nobody was able to come get you to carry out this plan 6 months ago. So here I am 6 months later coming to pick you up from the same place that I dropped you off. I pull up, like before I pull up, like I text you and I'm saying, hey, like I'm on my way, so be ready, right? You didn't respond. So on my way there, you respond, okay. Y'all, when I get there to text him, I'm outside, no response. I called you, no answer. I'm sitting outside for 20 minutes. Do y'all not know this little dumb boy went to Little Caesars with Envy? I'm sitting outside waiting. I left overtime to come pick you up because you said you was about to be homeless, and you went to Little Caesars with the same people who just kicked you out. Then when you walk up to the car, there's not even a plate, a paper towel, nothing. You're walking with the pizza. The pizza is hanging off, like, you know how pizza's shaped, so it's hanging down like this. You're walking with the pizza to the car in your bare hand. Ninja, what the? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm in the Twilight Zone. I'm being punked. Do I really want to take this on? Do I really want to take this on? Because my life has been peaceful. Angel had already initiating healing, baby. We are living our best life. So you get in the car and you're like, hey, because it's awkward. Because, again, we haven't talked to each other in 6 months. There's been very minimal communication. So he's like, hey, and I'm kind of looking at you because I'm kind of pissed off. Because it's like, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes. This is literally what I said. I've been sitting here for 20 minutes. Where were you? Oh, he asked me, if I wanted something to eat. So in my mind, like, I'm copying. This ninja, Envy, is still showing like I still have control. Because, stupid, if I'm telling you I'm on my way to come get you, why the entire hell are you with somebody who just kicked you out? And then you walking around like a dog with the pizza in your hand. Like, they didn't even give you he didn't even give you a paper towel. No paper plate, nothing. So, literally, like, I had to breathe, and it's like, I don't want to take this on. I don't want to be completely honest. I don't want you here. I don't. Because I can already tell that when you left, your mentality and thinking was already jacked. You are far worse. So we're leaving. We're going out on the way back to the unit, and now, like, reality has set in because, again, I have done nothing in the room. Like, the room still looks like it's just me. Like, there's a different bedspread. Both of the bedspreads are decorated. My shoes are on that side. Like, my shoes are under the bed. Like, I did absolutely nothing preparing for you to get there because in my mind, y'all was gonna make up and you wasn't coming back. Y'all was still gonna be cool. It was just a little squabble. It was your week was gonna switch and y'all was gonna be okay. So when we get there, like, you put your stuff on the bed, and I was like, you gotta give me a minute to get stuff together, because in all honesty, I really didn't think you were coming back. I really thought, like, y'all was gonna work it out and you were gonna stay there. And so he was like, oh no, I understand, I'm appreciative. So I'm sitting in the bathroom and I am blown away because it's like, why did you go get him? Like, for real talk, I ain't even trying to be funny. Why did you go get him? Because this is going to be a disaster. Y'all are not the same people. So you I think you had to go to Walmart. Yeah. You had to go to Walmart. Because if I'm not mistaken, you had just got paid. Because you're no longer working at Burger King. You're working at Home Depot. So the Burger King stuff didn't work out because, of course, it's a different location. It's different managers. These people don't know you. You're the new boy. So when you get there, they're giving you 20 hours or less. So now the money that you were making at the other location when you were living with me is not coming in. So now the whole agenda of why they wanted you over there is non-existent. I told you, different location, you're not guaranteed the same hours. I told you that. So lo and behold, Envy was the one who got you a job at Home Depot with him. So you got paid when I picked you up, and I was like, oh, okay, so you pay rent over there. You are definitely paying rent here. We're gonna switch weeks. You are definitely paying rent here. Still, mind you, I did not charge him for grocery, but I wasn't doing your laundry. I wasn't. So I was like, you on your own with laundry, but like I'll help out with grocery. So he was like, okay. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, how the hell you gonna get to work? Because you work way on the opposite side of town, my boy. Like, how you gonna get to work? So lo and behold, Friday, was it Friday? Yeah. So you're there, like you're there, and it's going into the first week of you being back, so to speak. And I noticed, like, there when I'm walking into my unit now, there's a stench. There's clothes all around the bed now. Your side looks like complete toxic hazardous area, and my side is clean. So I have a little bit of OCD, so it's driving me insane. My anxiety is through the roof. Because while you were gone, me getting my stuff together, at that time, y'all, I was working 3 jobs. I had my main job here, my main job. I was working contract work on the weekends with my cousin, and then Kroger was hiring, and then I signed up for Kroger because I was like, I can work nights for Kroger. I was working 3 jobs. 3 jobs. Until my cousin convinced me when Kroger cut back hours. Kroger had cut back my hours because at first, I promise you, I got more hours during training than I did once I was like higher on. My cousin was like, girl, like, why you wait? Because she was like, do you got to work? And it would be times with Kroger, like I had to work like midday. So she would be like, that would cut into like her time for contract work on the weekend. So she was like, why the hell you working at Kroger and they barely giving you? I was like, how many days you working? And I was like, girl, maybe like 2. And so she was like, what they paying you an hour? She was like, forget that, Angel. Like, we could go work 12 hours. Like, you can work 12 hours on the weekend and wait twice as more money. And I was like, let me think about it. Well, lo and behold, like, God answered that for me because I guess me stressing and me working so much and me trying to get stuff together, I ended up going to the doctor and there was blood in my urine. And the doctor was like, I don't know what's going on because they couldn't pinpoint where it was coming from. And so he was like, something needs to give. I don't know if it's stress. He was like, I can't pinpoint where it's coming from. So I was like, okay, I'll just let, God, whoever, I'll just let Kroger go and then work the weekend with my cousin, which is what I did. And they had started doing overtime here. So, baby, Capricorn go, when you talking about money and you talking about work, Capricorn gonna step up. Like what you said? You said overtime what? Call me. Anyway, so where was I at? What was I talking about? Okay, yeah. So we're into the week and like there's a stench when I'm walking in now. And then there's like it's just It's messy, but you're chilling. And I noticed, like, during the afternoon hours, you're on the phone with Envy. What are you doing right now? Like, I'm confused. I'm confused. This is beyond me. What are you doing? So I'm looking at you because I know the boy little voice, and I'm looking at you. I'm like, what the? I'm being punked. I'm being punked. So, y'all, within that week, by that Wednesday, your Home Depot job, you text me, Home Depot fired him. You sent me a text like, I just got fired. Can you come pick me up? This job is way on the other side of town. You complain about walking to work to Burger King, which Burger King, when you move back with me, is like literally right up the street. You used to walk from those people's house to motherfucking Home Depot, which is a long walk. You complain about Burger is right there. Y'all. 2 days, and I was like, what? So I'm sitting on the edge of my bed like, what did I get myself into? What did I get myself into? Get in the car and I'm driving because I'm like, which Home Depot am I going to? Where am I going? What's the address? This boy said, I don't know. So how can I come get you if you don't know the address? So you give me the address and I pull up and I was like, okay, I'm outside of the store. This boy said, oh, I'm not there. I'm at my friend's house further down the street. Now, mind you, when you first got there, like I told you, like you had to pay rent because you're contributing. And so I was like, you haven't been here the whole week, so I'm only going to make you pay half. I maybe made him do 30%. Like, it wasn't the full rent. I think it was half. It wasn't the full rent. But you going to pay rent, my guy. In order to live here, you have to pay rent. Because you went for 6 months and went over there and paid those people and you left me hanging and didn't give about a roof over my head. My guy, to live here with me, you need to pay rent. There's no if, no ands, no buts. Which was a lot of times in my son is a drug addict, baby. When I'm saying we were beefing and I was kicking you out every time you turn around, you could get the out. Get out. Get out. You're going to be homeless. Get out. One thing you should always make sure is you got money and making sure you busting your behind to have a place to stay and a place to wash your. I'm telling you from experience. Don't ever let nobody have control over the roof over your head. Because people are crazy. Crazy. Anyway. So, I'm like, so where is the friend apartment? Do you know such and such apartment? Do you know releasing complex? No, I don't. I don't live over here. No. So the friend is giving instructions in the background. And he was like, no, I'm literally up the street from the store. Why did you leave the store? So I finally find the apartments, get there, and you're standing there talking. You're standing there talking for a good 10 to 15 minutes. You get in the car and was like, hey. I said, let me break something down for you. Because maybe there's the misconception. When somebody is coming to pick you up, When somebody is doing you a favor, you don't move on your time. Because they don't have to be there. I don't have to be here. I said, maybe there's a misconception because you feel, oh, she's my mom. No, love, that ship has sailed. That has sailed. I don't have to do nothing for you. So this week, when he gets fired, let's move on. Like, that was around like Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's get to Friday. Friday, you got your last check, right? And in the beginning, like earlier that day, you asked me like, hey, can you take me to pick up my last check? Because you got checks, like you wasn't getting direct deposit. So I went, dropped you up there so you could get your check. We come back to the room chilling. It's getting around 6-7 o'clock p.m. You packing your clothes up. Where you going? Oh, I'm going to Envy House. They told me I could come spend the weekend. Stupid. You just got paid. They want you to come spend the weekend because the little money that you do have, they want. They just kicked you out. The same people who told you couldn't stay there, they tell you could come spend the weekend and nothing. Where are your antennas?
Where was your antennas?
What the? I said, so the homeboy who had came to talk to him, like, I hit him up and I was like, you want to hear something funny? He was like, what's up? I said, like, I went to get Ty. Ty is back. He said, yeah. I said, right. He going to spend the weekend because I was like, remember they kicked him out? He was like, yeah. And I said, yeah, he going to spend the weekend. He said, what the? I can't make this up. I ain't say nothing. Y'all, that dude came back from the weekend. And you was chilling. Like, so around Wednesday, I'm like, have you found a job? That man looked me straight in my face while you on the phone with Envy and said, oh, I thought I was going to take like a 30-day break. I don't know who or what kind of drugs you smoking at this point, but you have lost your mind. What makes you think you're going to take a 30-day break? So, and at this point, like, I'm losing it. I'm trying to keep it together because it's like, this is my space. This was supposed to be on my place of peace, but there's not that anymore. So I'm trying to keep it together. I said, oh, no, love. You're going to get off your ass and you're going to go find you a job because you have rent to pay. So I hear Envy, hey, homie, I'm going to talk to you later. So you hang up. And I'm like, why are you talking to somebody who kicked you out and told you ain't had nowhere to go? Like, I don't care where you go. You got to get out. Why are you still cool with him? What the hell is wrong? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Like, I am witnessing at this point real life Stockholm Syndrome. I promise. What? Y'all. So you're upset because I'm telling you need to find a job. You got bills to pay. You have rent. Because if you don't pay rent, you have to get out. This ain't no soup kitchen. You're not living here for free. You can't go anywhere in this and live for free. Except under the bridge. And truth be told, nowadays, baby, they done changed the laws. You can't even live under the bridge no more. So, you find a job, and you applied at Wendy's, and you applied at Burger King. So, the dude, when you applied at Burger King, the dude was like, hey, just send me your resume, just give me a call at, I think he was like, give me a call at like 5:30, and you're hired. Your tail sitting here waiting on Wendy's to call you. Wendy's was like, we'll let you know by Friday. And we'll let you know in a couple of days. I said, so let me get this straight. This man over here at Burger King was like, hey, you got experience. I ain't got to train you. You can just come on here and just call me and I can tell you what time to be at work. And you waiting on Wendy's? Oh, well, I want to try something different. I'm in the Twilight Zone. Being punked. I'm in the Twilight Zone. I said, if you don't call him in. So he called the man, and the man was like, oh, man, I'm glad you called. Like, I've been waiting for you to call. Yeah, what day you want to start? So that's how you got back at Burger King that was close to our situation, right? So, as time goes on and time passed, like, I'm like, what the is that smell? Because I'm not washing your clothes. I'm just washing mine. Excuse me. What is that smell? Oh, that's my clothes. Oh, okay, so when you get your first check, you gonna do your laundry? Why did your clothes smell like that? Because mind you, y'all, the second week that when he moved, like when he left, it was his off week. He didn't get paid that week. But the second week when he got paid, y'all, this child called me to say, oh, I don't have to pay for grocery. I don't have to pay to do laundry. I'm gonna have an extra $200, $300 in my pocket. And I said, okay, Tyler. And hung up. Because in my mind, I already knew. No, you're not. You got paid Friday, and you're going to be broke on Monday. Mind you, I still have the card, the picture of the card front and back. I told my homeboy, I was like, the one who came over to talk to him, I said, I can guarantee you by Monday, that card going to be at zero. He said, ain't no way. And I was like, I'm telling you. I said, you called to brag. You ain't got to buy grocery. You ain't got to do laundry. They told you can do laundry anytime you want to. I can guarantee you that car is going to be at zero. And I said, and I'll call and let you listen to it. Monday, I waited till after 5. Called to hear the balance. There is $1.19. Because that was your last check at the previous location. Oh, but you ain't got to do laundry. You ain't got to do laundry. You ain't got to buy grocery. And you still broke. Stupid. Because that was the whole point why they want you over there. So, I'm saying, why your clothes smell like that? What's the problem? Because remember, like, you had access to a laundry or washer and dryer. You can wash your clothes anytime you want to, and you ain't have to pay for it. Oh yeah. When I put my clothes in there to wash it, there was a smell. Now, mind you, if those who have front loaders, if you don't clean your front loader, there is a smell. There's a stench. He was like, yeah, so I haven't washed my clothes in 6 months. I said, excuse me? He said, I haven't washed my clothes in 6 months. I washed my clothes that one time. I didn't like the smell, so I just never washed my clothes. I said, so he was like, excuse me. So he was like, either like I would buy me some underwear or I wouldn't wear no underwear at all, but I kept wearing the same clothes over and over and over. You haven't washed your clothes in 6 months? I said, don't even get me wrong. I said, hear me out. I'm not washing these clothes because I like you or because I love you or I'm doing you a favor. I'm washing these clothes because my shit stinks. It stinks in here. I'm doing that for me. When I tell y'all it stunk, like when you walk in, there was this stench. It almost smelled like a dead animal. Mildew. And y'all, I was like, how did you even walk around people? Like, people didn't say nothing to you? Like, personal hygiene, like, people said nothing to you? So I wash the clothes because I like my unit to smell a certain way. Anywhere I am, I don't care where I am, I'm gonna make it my own, and it's gonna be a peaceful, it's gonna be a vibe. I like for it to smell good. I have to have my candles. It has to be something going on in my, like, the atmosphere, the aura. It just got to be a certain way. If you don't like it, you can move around. So I'm looking at this kid, and y'all, mind you, like the clothes are round, surrounded the bed like it was a forest, like it was a burial. I said, sir, you're gonna have to clean up. Why is the clothes surrounded around your burial like that? Like why is it surrounded around your bed like that? What's going on? I was like, I could tell, like, even when he was there, y'all, like, he wasn't eating, he wasn't doing nothing. And if he want, like, if it was something he wanted, like cereal or something, he was like, Ma, can I please have like a bowl of cereal? Like, I can tell, like, I was like, ooh, baby, they traumatize you in my mind. Like, I ain't say it out loud. So literally, I was like, okay, break it down for me. You're gonna have to talk. Why is the clothes around your bed? Well, lo and behold, you didn't have a bank account, so when you would pull money off your card for yourself, because they were, hey Ty, can you pay for? Hey Ty, can you pay for? And then there you had to have your own grocery. Like, it wasn't no sharing like we would do. Like, or if I got my own cereal, he got his own cereal. If you wanted something, like, hey Ma, can I have a bowl of cereal? It would be no problem for me. For them, oh no, my guy, like, you have to pay for it or you don't get none. And then now you're not bringing in the money that you used to bring in. So you ain't got no food. You hungry. Oh boy, Envy is working now. Now, most of the time you've been carrying his fat ass around because he was overweight. You've been carrying him around. You've been paying for his food. You've been supplying. Now that he's working and the table has turned, he barely do you nothing. You like a little slave to him, honey. He barely doing anything to you. Barely feeding you, talking about you, laughing at you, traumatizing you, control, manipulating. No matter how many warnings I'm telling you, this is what this boy is after, you ain't want to listen to me. So you said you would take, once you started realizing, like, okay, I want to put money to the side for myself after you pay rent, because everybody who was there had to pay rent. Everybody in the house had to pay rent. So mind you, there's Ty, there's Envy brother, there's Envy sister, there's Envy little sister, there's the grandma, there's the mom, there's the dad. The kids are paying rent, not the parents. Where you live, you can tell, like, rent is like, and this was pre-inflation, rent like $1,500. I said, oh, they balling. So, you said you was putting money aside for yourself, right? When you was putting money aside for yourself, you hit it. Well, lo and behold, his nephews just so happened to be playing in Ty's space wherever you were sleeping. They went in there and stole your money. So mind you, the grandfather, who is the stepdad, I thought was the real dad, but you're the stepdad. The grandfather sees the two little boys, young boys, 5 or 6, pulling out $100 bill. You sitting at the table with a 5 and 6-year-old with $100 bill and it don't say nothing. Then that's where they got it from. Said nothing. So Tyler had asked, like, because you went back in the room, you could tell, like, your room has been wherever, has been messed with. And you asking people because you went to look for your money is gone. You asking people, hey, have y'all seen my money? Have y'all seen anybody seen $100 bill? Because you're thinking maybe I dropped it, maybe, you know, like it's somewhere, maybe I misplaced it. Even though you know where it was, you can tell somebody was in your room. It's like, hey, has anybody seen my $100 bill? The dad was like, nah. And you didn't correlate that these 5 and 6-year-olds, that was the $100. Because where the hell would they get $100 from? So after they spent it, that's when you say, oh yeah, the boys did have like $100. So you started not cleaning up because you used to clean up, like you used to keep a clean space. So you started not cleaning up to protect yourself, so they'll stop coming in your room and stealing from you. I bought Ty a mask from Vegas. When I went to Vegas, I bought this light up mask. Y'all have seen the mask in my Halloween mini. And in this video, me and Ty made together when I came back from Vegas.
You love to play, don't your comments won't relay. Sign this on my page for you. Oh my God, he changed. Young life, I can't see back on, but I just need some brains so I could keep myself in order. People seem way too fake. Prayers up for the liars in the states, including myself. No, sorry, dear, I can use your help. Need God because I felt like there ain't nobody else. There ain't nobody else. Dang, there ain't nobody else, man. I'm a third to nature. Anybody can get by, and that's worth the savior. On the verge of pain, sir. Cough, sir. Band Power Rangers. Man, it's a blur. Fan shirts and rapper back and skirt. Man, who I gotta seek out first? Man, I'm waiting to be first. Man, I'm trying to make them hurt. Trying to run the blade, but can't serve. Medicaid won't work. Heaven made from birth. Let us pray through the church. Make it rain, cure the curse. Metal face that his works. What's your word? What's your word?
So when Ty got back, and I was like, where's your mask? Because at this time, Ty loves Marvel. But at this time, like, he was feeling Spider-Man. And I was like, where's your mask? Because even I had called to ask him, like, which mask he wanted. But he didn't answer his phone. Ty is very good of not answering the motherfucking phone. And that was the thing that would piss me off, too. Because it was like, I'm paying the motherfucking bill. You jump up and you answer for your homies. Your homies hit up. You could be dead sleeping. It's, yo. I'm hitting you up and I get nothing. And I'm paying the bill. Anyway. So I was like, where's your mask? And he just gave me a look. I said, so they stole the mask too? He was like, yeah, nobody knows or have seen the mask. Because I got the mask from Vegas. I haven't seen that mask anywhere else except Vegas. Except online. I haven't seen anybody else have the mask. The mask moves and light up when you talk or when you play music with it. Dope mask. Mine is a skull. His was a Spider-Man. So I shook my head. Right? So y'all, he was still talking to this dude. Still talking to the dude. Still hanging out with the dude. And I think for a good, I would give it 2 to 3 months. And finally, one day when I came home, like anything that had to do with envy, that had to have anything, I don't know why it's doing that. That had anything to do with envy, it was in the middle of the floor. And he was like, I'm done. I don't know what happened. Excuse me. I don't know what happened. I don't. He never told me. And I'm pretty sure he's never going to tell me everything that happened to him in that house. All I know is that whole plan was an epic fail. I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life. And I'll see you in the next one.